Hello, everyone. Hi. Can you guys let me know if you can hear me? I know you probably can't see me very well. But what better time to do a live than in a rainstorm? I love it. Can you hear the rain? It's amazing. Hello, everyone. I am in my car charging my phone and my laptop because we had a massive, beautiful, powerful storm that took out our electricity. So I've had no electricity today. So I'm in this really, this beautiful road, this like mountain road kind of, no one around, and charging my phone and my laptop, and I wanted to jump on, share what's going on, what's in my heart, what's on my mind with everyone while the rain is going, because I think it's beautiful. How are you guys? Man, we've needed rain in California. Holy cow, do we need it. So it's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to hear. So, what's on my mind? What's on your mind? This has been coming in all day. It comes in a lot for me, but I'm going to share it. I don't know where you are in the world. I don't know what country you're in, what state, what province, what town, what city. I don't know what you're going through, what you've been going through, what you're experiencing. I don't even know what's coming. But here's what I can say. One of the things that we're learning through this massive evolutionary shift in human consciousness, which is what we're going through, one of the things that you and I are learning is that no matter what happens in the external, no matter what gets taken from us, okay? No matter what the systems that be say to us, pull from us, hold from us, coerce us into. The one thing they can't take from you and the one thing they can't take from me, well, there's a couple. But one of the big ones is our state of awareness, our state of being, our state of consciousness. How we are being in the world, they cannot take that from us. They cannot take our compassion and empathy and love. They cannot take the lens that we're using to create our reality. They cannot take it. One of the things they bank on, one of the things they cross their fingers and hope that we continue to perpetuate is this divide, this absurd, illusionary divide amongst humanity. And the reason that they bank on this divide, the reason that they cross their fingers and hope that we continue to name call, belittle, bully, tell people they're wrong, right? Push people up against a wall figuratively, tell people what to do. It's all creating a divide. The reason they cross their fingers and hope that this continues, that we perpetuate this like the little puppets that we are, is because when you are in divide, when you are focused on someone else, when you are trying to change someone else, you are outside of you. You're out of alignment. You're out of integrity. You're out of sovereignty. You're out of empowerment. You're out of heart. You're out of you. You're out of your light. You are out of who you are and who you came here to be. The moment we throw anger, rage, resentment, frustration, irritability, any of that on other humans in order to perpetuate that which we are literally here dissolving, just like that, you disempowered yourself. Just like that, you fell into the arms of the systems that were here to collapse. Just like that. And so one of the things I bet you and myself for sure have been noticing is the moment you start to feel anger, right? The moment you start to watch yourself create a divide, because we do it quite naturally. Oh, no, you're wrong. Oh, no, I'm right. How can you not see it my way? Why are you doing that? I can't understand you, right? The moment we do those things, you're starting to be aware of it. It doesn't feel good. Here's what I want you to remember as you're going about your day. The second you start doing that, the moment you make somebody wrong, that is what the systems want, because it pulls you out of an empowered state. It pulls you out of sovereignty. Here's what they don't want from us. They don't want us to unify as one collective consciousness. They don't want us to remember how powerful we are. They don't want us to remember that the way energy works, the way this quantum field works, is that if you align and plug into your light, nobody controls you. Nobody. Nothing controls you the moment you come into your body, plug into that light source that you are, and stand in a sovereign space. It's over. You can't help but allow every human to make the decisions they need to make. Do you understand the frequency that you hold when you allow every human to make the decision they need to make in life? Do you understand what that feels like in your body? It's a much higher frequency than you're wrong, you're stupid, you're brainwashed, you're a sheeple, why are you doing that? Or you're a conspiracy theorist. You're not following the way it's supposed to be. You're this, you're that, right? That is a low state of consciousness. And let me tell you how this whole evolution happens. Frequency. Frequency. Frequency is how this evolution happens, meaning the more that we hold higher frequencies, higher states of consciousness, higher states of being, quite naturally, the shadow begins to dissolve. Because here's what's happening when you're in a higher state of consciousness. One, you're not perpetuating the shadow. You're not perpetuating the shadow. The shadow is greed, manipulation, coercion, fear, mind control, propaganda. You're not perpetuating it. Your heart is open. The frequency of love, the tone, the pulse of love is a much higher frequency. You watch humans do what they're doing and you're holding a higher frequency, allowing them to do it. It's going to ricochet out. Higher state of consciousness is fear doesn't impact you. Fear has nothing on your sovereignty. Nothing. You won't fall for it. One of the greatest gifts that you are to humanity right now is that you are showing humans how to be sovereign. You're showing humans how to stand in their physical body amongst the dark, amongst the shadow, and smile and be in joy and laughter and peace. People are looking around like, wait, I don't understand. Aren't you afraid? No. Aren't you nervous about what's happening and what's going to come in the future? No. Why? Because I'm sovereign. Because I know that no matter what unravels and what comes down the chute, I am in charge of my state of awareness and my state of consciousness, and that's all that matters. And I'm safe. And you're teaching this to humans. And you're standing up for your truth. And you're standing up for what you believe to be right. And you're standing up for the choice that every human has over their bodies. And over basic rights. And you're allowing yourself to have all the human emotions around it. All the human emotions around it. Because you're human, which means you're going to feel. But you don't perpetuate it out. You don't throw it out on everyone else. You take ownership. You take responsibility for what you're feeling. You take responsibility for it. This is mine. This is how I'm feeling. I'm not going to go take it out on somebody else because it's not theirs. It's extremely important right now, you guys, to really pay attention to where you're putting your energy, where you're putting your focus. Who are you blaming? There's no one to blame. This is a process that we're going through. This is an evolutionary process in consciousness, which is energy. If you start blaming people, you're pulling yourself into a lower state of consciousness. You're forgetting your empowered state. An empowered sovereign human does not blame people. There's nothing to blame. You choose. You choose. It's that simple. Blaming is the same kind of energy as victimhood. Choosing is, oh, I see this is happening. Sure the heck not going to participate in it. I'm going to choose to participate in something else. Everything is choice. Everything is choice. While you honor all your human experience, you honor everything. Don't you love this rain? Hold on a second. I gotta get my glasses. Okay. Anyway, so I don't know, you guys, what's gonna come down the pike. I don't know what's gonna unravel. But I know this much. We've got to use a mantra that is not, it is not the mantra of, oh my God, I can't believe this. This cannot be happening. Oh my God, how am I going to get through this? This can't be happening. Oh my God, this cannot be happening. Oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this. That mantra needs to leave your repertoire. It needs to be like thrown out in the garbage. Here's the repertoire. Here's the mantra that you need. I've got this. I've got this. Bring it on. I'm good. I've got this. Bring it on. I'm good. I've got this. Bring it on. I'm good. What else do you have? What else do they have for us? We're good. We're solid. We can get through anything. Change your mantra. Change the way you're viewing things. Put yourself in an empowered state over and over and over again. I've got this. Bring it on. What's next? I've got this. You have this. So you juggle that in knowingness, you juggle that empowerment with OMG, what's going on? OMG, I have to move out of my country. OMG, I have to move out of my state. OMG, I'm going to lose my job, right? OMG, I just got laid off. I just lost my relationship of 25 years, right? You give yourself permission to have this human process. You give yourself this permission. But then you drop into, I've got this. I've got this. I'm not a victim. Nothing's happening to me. Everything that we need to get through this is inside of us. Everything. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be listening to this right now. You wouldn't be watching the entire world collapse old systems if you didn't have everything that you needed to get through this. Whether you're doing things that you don't really want to do, but you got to do it, or you're doing things that you really want to do, but you're scared shitless that you're doing it, right? Or anywhere in between. You realize, you guys, that there is nowhere that you can go on the globe right now that is not being impacted by this in some way, shape, or form. That's miraculous and frightening. But everywhere on the globe, in some way, shape, or form, is being impacted by this massive evolutionary shift in human consciousness. And who do I think I am? Who do you think you are? Who do any of us think we are to tell somebody how they're going to do it? To have an expectation of you should be doing it this way. If you believe ... then you sure as heck better not do you know what. If you do, you know what, that means ... No. Heck no. We have got to be able to let go of this boxed in way of thinking of how this unravels. Pay attention to how boxed in your thinking is. It's very programmed. It's very, very programmed. We are programmed to stick ourselves in boxes. We are programmed to be restrictive in our thinking. Let it all go. Let everyone choose how they get through this and how they want to get through this. Throw judgment The moment you start judging, love your human self for judging, but can you let the judgment go? The moment you have an expectation around somebody, anyone, friends, family, coworkers, a teacher, somebody that I don't even, the person that works at a Starbucks, okay? Anyone. The moment you have an expectation around somebody, pay attention, and can you let it go? Who are we to have expectations around anyone? That is a program. That is not the innate way that we are designed to be as humans. We are designed as humans to allow everyone free will and sovereignty. However, because we live in polarity and duality, and this world is so freaking crazy, with so much shadow, that's challenging. There is right and wrong. There is good and bad. There is evil. There is evil. There is dark, dark stuff happening on the planet. But in your neck of the woods, right where you are, just focusing on your present moment and going about your day, are you allowing others to be who they need to be? Especially if it disappoints you. Especially if it's not what you would do. Especially if it's not what you expected. Right? Think about it. Are you canceling people? Are you turning your back? That's a low state of consciousness, and that is literally perpetuating what this shadow collective wants us to perpetuate. Do the opposite. Do the opposite of what the collective shadow is asking us to do right now. Do the opposite of what this mainstream narrative is asking us to do right now. Flip it on its side or flip it on its back and do the opposite. And by the way, all of you that are feeling like you don't belong, all of you that are being ridiculed and criticized, judged, my God, I get emails all day long that you guys are feeling judged by your community, ridiculed by your friends and family, right? That nobody around you is walking the way that you're walking, is understanding the things that you're understanding. Holy cow, if that's you, this is a massive opportunity to practice compassion and empathy for yourself and others. Massive opportunity to practice really trusting yourself. You know how hard it is to trust yourself when everyone around you is telling you that you're wrong, that you're bad, that you're evil, that you don't care about people? Do you know how hard that is? I don't have to deal with that. I have very few people in my life, and the people that I have in my life are on the same page with me, and if they're not on the same page with me, they respect me, and vice versa. I don't know what it would be like if everybody around me was ridiculing me, calling me names, right? Shutting the door on me, turning their backs on me. I don't know what that would be like. But I do know that I would trust it. I do know that I would not think that it was a mistake, that there's something wrong with me. I would not think there was something wrong with me. There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong if you are kind of outcast from your world right now. If you're finding yourself all alone, if you're doubting yourself, if you're doubting your beliefs and your truths, if you think you're going crazy, nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. More and more people are going to start to step into the states of awareness that you are in, and they will find you. You will find them. This is the beginning of a massive human collective evolution awakening. We have never seen anything like this type of awakening, thank God, before. Although we had many opportunities, this finally clicked. 2020 was the moment that we were able to actually jump on that wave and start moving into these higher states of consciousness and awareness. So you're on the front lines, you're going first, you're riding the wave first, and you're looking around like, dude, where are my peeps? I'm the only one in this wetsuit, right, on this boogie board, riding this wave. I left all my friends and family behind way back there, and I'm solo right now. Yep, you are. But there's going to be more that are going to come on. There's going to be more that you're going to find on your wave, on your boogie board with your wetsuit, right? More people are going to be finding you. You're going to find more people. Just remember, you guys, none of this is a mistake. None of what's happening out there is a mistake. None of what's happening out there is an accident. None of it. And whatever you're going through, the amount of courage it takes to go through whatever you're going through is indescribable. There will be moments where you will look back at this time and you will be in awe of how you went through this. You will be in awe of how you navigated this, regardless of your choice. I don't care what your choice is, regardless of your choice. Be the type of person that 2 years from now, you look back at who you are now and you're proud of how you went through this. Be that person now. Don't be the person that you are embarrassed of, that you wished you hadn't done that you wished you hadn't said those things, that you wish that behavior had never happened with you. Don't be that person. 2 years from now, that 2 years from now, that version of you, that future version of you, looking back at you now, make her or him proud. Don't let this ridiculous divide, this absurd narrative, create aspects of you that you never wanted to be. Rise above it. Because I'm telling you, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, you will look back at you now. And hopefully, you will be in awe of how you navigated this. Less judgment, less ridicule, way less divide, more compassion and empathy for every single person, including the people that you don't understand and cannot stand. Practice that. Practice the mantra of, I've got this, bring it on. I'm good, what else do you have? Bring it on. Not, oh my God, how am I going to get through this? This cannot be happening, holy shit. Practice sovereignty over victimhood. Practice the remembrance and the knowingness that your state of awareness can never be taken. Your state of being can never be taken. Nobody can take your state of awareness from you, how you view the world, how you are being in this world. Because for many of us in countries right now, that's the only thing we have left. That's the only thing we have left is our state of being. I'm prepared. I'm ready. I'm like a warrior. I'm like, bring it on. Let's go. They could take everything from me. And I am so ready for it because I know that no matter what, they will never take my light. They will never take my heart. They will never take my state of awareness and how I will be in it. Never. And if anything, it will only ignite the light within me even brighter. It will open my heart even more. It will create more compassion and empathy more than I've ever felt. It will want me, I will want to unite with more humans than ever before. Don't buy into this shadow that we're standing in. Don't let it destroy you. Your consciousness in human form, whether you understand that or not, whether you know what that means or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And please pay attention to your judgments. I see judgments all the time. Judgments at me, judgments at other people. When you judge others, you're perpetuating the systems that are controlling you. You're perpetuating the systems that have been manipulating and mind controlling you since the moment you were born. Don't judge. Judgment's a program. Everything's a program. Everything's a program. Here's the other thing. I just saw a comment that said, I can't escape the shadow. None of us can escape the shadow. None of us can escape this shadow. You can go to a different country. You can go to a different province or a different state. But you're not ever escaping the shadow. The shadow is in the entire human collective right now like a cloud. Here's the earth. Here's 7.6 billion humans, or however many there are on the planet right now. And here's the shadow. Here's light all over the whole thing. So there's a massive amount of light. We got a shadow, we got humans, we got the earth. I don't care where you go on the planet, whatever their mandates are, okay, whatever the restrictions or no restrictions are, you're still standing in the shadow. It's just a matter of the intensity of that shadow. That's it. And we have seen nothing. There is so much more of the shadow that is going to be shown to us. We have literally just touched the iceberg of the shadow. That's not to put fear in you. That's reality. There is much more of this shadow that is going to come out for us to see, so it can dissolve. So it's not about escaping the shadow. If you have this idea of escaping the shadow, you are going to be in way more suffering and struggle. What we want to practice is, how do I be while I'm in this? How am I going to be? And we've never had to practice that before. We've never had to really practice it because we have been unconscious to the shadow that we are in. And the shadow really hasn't impacted a lot of us the way it's impacting us now. There are millions of humans in different races that have been impacted by this shadow their whole life. They understand it. They learned how to live in the shadow. Now the rest of humanity is catching up. You have to learn how to live in the shadow without saying, holy shit, I'm in a shadow, this sucks. I can't do this. How am I going to get through this? Figure it out. Find tools. Find people online. Find groups. Find you. Figure out how to find joy, how to find laughter. Laughter is huge right now. Huge. Find peace. Maybe it's just sitting in your bathtub. Maybe it is lighting a candle and closing your eyes. Maybe it's laying in bed for an extra hour. Find peace, because peace is always in you. Somewhere, somehow, you can find peace amongst the anxiety or the stress or the worry that you may be feeling. And remember, everything's a program. Everything has been programmed into you. Everything that feels sort of like, oh, this is just what I do, program. This is what I think, program. This is what I say, program. It's all programming. So you're literally deprogramming yourself over and over and over again. Constantly. And then you become free. We've always been free. Because freedom is literally finding you. That's it. Freedom is in here. Freedom is not external. Freedom's right here. And that's what we're learning. So one last thing. We are in a squeeze, you guys. We're in a dark, dark time. And there's nothing wrong with talking about it. There's nothing wrong with discussing it, because that's what we're in. We're in a dark time right now. We're being squeezed. We're being shown things that we don't want to see. Okay? But here's the thing, we get out of it. And if we try to figure out on a linear scale when, you're going to be in suffering. Let go of linearity. Let go of time. Let go of trying to figure things out. Let go of trying to go into the future. Practice presence. Where am I right now? Who am I with? What am I feeling? What am I experiencing? That's it. because we do get through this. It's a done deal. It's already done. We get through this. We get out of this. We create new ways of being. We create new systems. But we got to go through it. So let yourself break down. Let yourself cry. Let yourself scream. Let yourself have whatever it is you're having. Let yourself have it. Be raw, authentic, vulnerable. If you have children, if you have adolescents, listen to them. The best thing that you can do is be authentic, be raw, and be vulnerable with your children right now. They deserve your authenticity. Do not hide, do not pretend, do not push things under the rug, do not pretend that there is not a big, large, huge pink elephant in the room when there is, because all you're doing is perpetuating the programming of parenting that we have all been in that doesn't work. Don't perpetuate the old way of parenting, which is, I can't tell my kids this because then it's going to ... They're not capable of hearing this because of ... You are perpetuating a program that is denying who that individual child is. And you're teaching that child that they can't be who they are. If they're feeling certain things, they have to hide it under the table. They have to put a smile on their face, even though they don't want to put a smile on my face, because that's what my parents do. No. You want to walk your child through this? Hold their hand and be authentic and raw and vulnerable. Break the patterning of parenting that is programmed into us. We are so deeply programmed that kids can't handle it, that we have to hide things from our children. Children know everything. Children are more energetic and they're more telepathic than you remember being as a child. They see it all and they hear it all. Be raw with them. Be vulnerable with them. Be authentic. Let them know how you're going, how you're doing, how you're experiencing this. Well, I don't know. My kids can't handle that. And what if it just makes them more sad and more angry? Programming. You're a human. They're a human. Step out of the programming. Kids need you. Your children need you to be raw and authentic. They need you. They need to be heard. They need to be able to express what's going on, because the children are the ones that are being impacted the most right now. Not you and not me. It's the children. So don't silence them. And it's the children that are going to pull us out of this. It's the children. All right. This live will be saved. I'll save it on my account. I love you guys. I had fun. I love that you can hear the rain. Go laugh. Go find joy. Go find peace. Don't let this get you down wherever you are and whatever you're going through. And if you're having a hard time, it passes. We all are having difficult times at some point during this, right? We're all going up and down. We're all having moments. We're all having temper tantrums. And we're all doing our best to get through this. We're all doing our best. That's it. Hopefully my electricity's back on. I doubt it. What is it about the rain that's so primal? It's so primal. It takes away all the BS in the world, right? When you're listening to rain or you're watching snowfall or, nature, right? Watching the natural world. You realize how simple the world actually is. It's quite simple. Very simple. We're on a roller coaster, up and down, up and down, up and down. You can't get off, but you got this. I love you. Thanks you guys for being here with me. Yeah, it's been 2 years since it's rained in California almost. It's been a long time since we've had rain. It's frightening. We won't go on that subject. That's another subject. All right, love you guys. Take care. I'll save this. Be gentle with yourselves.